understanding probably one of the most important things in life. Like when I really look at it, like having understanding and not having understanding is like the separation between being is the separation between maxing out your potential and staying stagnant. Because that's really all it is. It's like being aware of what's going on around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, information can really change the game. That's probably one of the most important things in this world is information and understanding the information, understanding how to apply it, understanding when you make a mistake. Sometimes people don't even know when they make a mistake, and they keep doing the same thing over and over again, and they stay in the same spot. I was one of those people, but now I have understanding. I have an understanding. I have different information. I listen to different people. You know, I communicate differently. I'm in different places. Once you know better, you do better, right? That's the saying that everybody done heard before. Once you know better, you do better. And for some people, once they know better, they still don't do better because they not catching that. They not catching that when they trying to do better. They in the process of like, okay, I'm messing up, but they don't even realize that they messing up. They don't even realize it. So they not really doing better or knowing better. You might as well just, like, if I know something, for example, like I know, like, yo, I need to tie my shoes, because if I don't tie my shoes, it's a possibility that I can fall and hurt myself. I know that to be true. Now, if somebody told me why I should tie my shoes and what came with not tying your shoes if you was running or something like that, what can possibly happen, and I still choose to be like, you know what? I know that I could probably hurt myself, but I'm still not gonna tie these shoes. Now it's like you choosing to hurt yourself. You choosing to fall. You choosing to fail when you don't even have to do that. It's making an adjustment, recognizing your errors, learning from it quickly, getting back up, trying again. That's the key. Once you got the understanding, can't nobody stop you. It's just like, I remember when I first started going to the gym. It's a few years ago. When I really started going to the gym. Like, I would go to the gym and I would wonder why am I not losing weight? I'm eating healthy food. But I was eating healthy food, but guess what? It was a little nuance to it, right? So I was going to Chipotle. But guess what I was getting at Chipotle? I was getting the meat, I was getting the vegetables or whatever in the rice. But I was also getting the sauce. I was also getting that cheese. You know what I'm saying? I was also getting like all the toppings and stuff like that. And that packed on some more calories. That packed on some more fat. But I didn't know it. I was also getting chips with a whole bunch of salt on it. I didn't know that was adding more calories. It was adding more fat to what I had going on. It wasn't until I looked at it and I heard a video of somebody speaking, and they was like, oh, y'all like to go to Chipotle, but y'all be putting all this stuff on. I'm like, that's me. So the next time I went to Chipotle, I removed all of the extra toppings or whatever, and I just got the meat, the rice, the vegetables, and I would just eat like that. And what do you know? I'm going to the gym, I'm looking at the scale, I'm losing weight. That was the one ingredient that was stopping me. It was an information gap. That's what was stopping me. That's what was holding me back. And it's been so many instances. It's been so many instances in life where that has happened. That's happened so many times in life where it might be one little tweak that I'm missing that can catapult me to the next level. But I just wasn't I didn't recognize. I wasn't aware. So when you're not aware, you end up staying in the same place over and over and over again until, you recognize where you're going wrong. Sometimes it comes in the form of people like telling you like, hey, you should do this, try this. And then that's going, you know what I'm saying? And then it's going to change. I remember that's why the gym is such a beautiful place, Because a lot of people in the gym, when they see that you're a beginner, they actually want to help you. They really want to help you. You know, so I remember when I first went to the gym and I was doing what I said I was doing. Then I corrected my errors. Then it got to a point where it's like, okay, I'm still lifting the same weight. Why am I still lifting the same weight? An older guy that was in the gym, Jack, you know, cool guy. He told me, hey bro, you need to eat 1 gram of protein per pound. You need to eat 1 gram of protein, like however much you weigh, get 1 gram of protein. So if you weigh 160 pounds, you need 160 grams of protein. Eat that every day, and you're gonna get stronger. Progressively overload, you're gonna get stronger week by week. And what do you know? That was the key for me to get stronger. But I didn't know it when I first went to the gym. When I first went to the gym, I was just, you know, I didn't do no research. I was just going because I just knew I needed to get in better shape, you know. But over time, when you consistently showing up to a place, people see that you taking it serious. They want to help you, you know. People help people that help themselves. People help people that help themselves. It's so much, like, I know y'all heard of the saying where it's like, if somebody is pushing a car, somebody will help push that car. If they seeing that they trying to get the car moving, the help gonna come. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta step out there first. You gotta push it, you know? You gotta take action. You can't just sit right there and just, you know? But a lot of that comes from understanding. What if I would have quit? What if I would have recognized, like, dang, I'm stuck right here. I'm stagnant right here. What if I would have just stopped going to the gym? What if I would have just gave up? Like, dang, like, this is it for me. What if I would have just gave up? I would have never got to the physique I'm at now if I gave up. I had to keep putting the reps in so I can gain that understanding. Even though the understanding was there for me, I just didn't do the research. I just wasn't paying attention. It was right in front of my face, but I just wasn't paying attention, you know? But once it was placed in front of me, once it was here, this is what you need to do, I took action and I did it. But I had to be in the environment consistently in order for that blessing to come. So you got to keep digging. It's a book called, I want to say it's like 6 feet, 3 feet from gold or 6 feet from gold, something like that. I don't remember the title all the way, but it's something to the extent of like, you got to keep digging. Even when you feel like you ain't making no progress, you got to keep digging, because eventually you're going to strike gold. And that's life. You got to just keep digging, you know? And that's and once you have that understanding really the gold. That understanding really the gold. Cause who finna just know better? Who finna know how to make a couple more $1,000s and not do it? Who finna know, oh, this how I get to my dream physique? This all I gotta do? Who finna just not do it? I mean, there's people that's not gonna do it for sure. But for the most part, if you've been trying to do something for so long and you've been trying and you've been taking bets, you've been swinging. Every time you've been swinging and you ain't got a home run yet, then you get some information that get placed in front of you where you'll be able to make that home run. Who not finna take that? Everybody is. And that's the missing ingredient, you know? So yeah, that's all I got for today. I love y'all. Keep going, for sure.